You ready to go? You good? You
Let's
locked
get it.
down.
Let's
Music
get
playing. Music playing right now.
Okay.
You good?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna steal a mouse. You need it?
Yeah, I'm just cut it off.
We are live here at the set. The set with T-Stead. Welcome. Welcome, my beautiful virtual people, my beautiful digital people. We are live at the set with T-Stead. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel in preparation for the season. This season is going to be incredible. I'm really, really looking forward to being on this side of the game for the first time in my life, in this media space. As we get into the season, I have some exciting, very informational um, shows coming, and the way that my channel will be operating throughout the season. Every Monday, we will be live talking the reactions to the games, but more specifically, I'll be breaking down key matchups, key O-line, D-line matchups, whether it's one-on-ones or key matchups as units. So every week you can come check out the top 3, top 5 matchups that happened the previous Sunday. I'll break down those matchups and what happened in the game, talk technique, talk assignments, talk ball. I will highlight, top 5 O linemen and D linemen that perform each week. And I have a huge collaboration this season. My first season in media, I have a huge collaboration, but I'll wait on that announcement. So every Monday, it'll be T-Stead collabing with a big name, but I won't announce that yet. I'll wait for them to be ready for that announcement as well. But every Monday, we'll be talking trenches right here on the set with T-Stead, talking quick sets, jump set the edge, all of it. We are here to set the tone, set the standard, set the edge. So that'll be Monday throughout the entire season. On Thursdays, come join the set. It'll be T-Stead, most likely, most times with the guest, whether it's an active player or former player, business mind, entrepreneurs, artists. I'm gonna tap into a lot of different spaces, a lot of different industries every Thursday night. So please like, subscribe, comment, share my YouTube channel in preparation for every Monday, every Thursday. We will be here, vibing and connecting. Okay, let's get into it. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Let's talk Miami Dolphins. This past week, I flew down to Miami from Dallas and spent a couple days with the Miami Dolphins on the practice field, in the building, upstairs with the GM, head coach, the coaching staff. Spent a lot of time just getting close, getting more familiar with this 2025 Miami Dolphins team. Man, so much love down there. It was so great being around those guys, just being back, feeling that energy. They miss me. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. They miss me in Miami. They miss the vibes. They miss the big bro. But no, seriously, it was great to be back in that building. My handprint still work, like all my codes to get into the facility, all that still work. They didn't shut your boy off. I got full access down there. They love me with the fans. Okay, so get down to Miami training camp. Um, the pads had just been on. I think my first practice was the second day in pads, I would like to say. And the guys were coming off an off day. And we get to practice that Friday. It's hot. It's hot. That's man. That heat, it's an understatement. So some people felt like me going to practice and being around the game and seeing those guys competing and doing one-on-ones and all that would be like I might get an itch to come back and play. maybe suit up for a couple games. All that happened for me Friday and Saturday being at practice just further confirms my retirement. I'm done, y'all. Happily, peacefully, I'm done. It was so hot. It was so hot at practice. Seeing them boys run around hitting each other, like just it was. I'm done. I took a knee. I didn't do anything quick or athletic while I was on the field Friday. And by the time we getting towards the end of practice, I took a knee. I'm done. Okay, it's a wrap. I got so much appreciation and respect for what them guys do, man. That put that shit on, that suit up, and go out there and attack the day. I do. So Friday, Saturday practice, I see high energy, I see high effort. I see high energy, high effort. And I'm gonna start this thing off. The first thing that I say I'll take away from my observation at Dolphins camp, Tua Tagovailoa is locked in. He is locked in. He is laser focused. His command of the offense, his feel for the protection, who needs to be aligned where, his hots, progressions, it is all he is locked in. And I have been very vocal about Tua, and I am a fan of Tua. Outside of us being teammates, friends, great friends, I'm a fan of Tua as a quarterback in his game and what he has shown. So some people don't want to hear me talk about Tua because I am a fan of his game. Don't mean that I'm afraid to criticize him. I will criticize. For sure. I will criticize. When it comes up, if it comes to a point this year, Tua's not playing well, he's not performing, he's not giving the Dolphins the best chance to win, I will say that loudly. I would. And I would tell him that with no problem. But what I have seen from him, what I have observed closely and from a distance, the guy works. He's working to get better. He's working to improve his position, and not only for himself, but for the betterment of the team. I appreciate that. So y'all not going to get me to come in here and dog Tua. If we get into the season, he played well, he turning the ball over, I'm going to say that. I will criticize him. I will. Present day, from those two practices that I saw, Tua Tagovailoa is locked in. He's sharp. He's laser focused. He threw his first interception. I didn't see it, so I was there Friday and Saturday. Sunday, he threw his first interception. Minkah Fitzpatrick picked him off in the red zone, would have took it for 6. It's been a lot of passes that has happened between that all the passes he's made in his first interception. He's locked in. He knows where his guys are and where they're going to be. So we get to the big narrative. Is this the same old Dolphins? Is this the same old song, or is this a different tune that we're dancing to right now in August? To me, and I was there for 3 years. My first year in Miami, we jump out the gate. We're, I believe, 3-0. We got a lot of excitement. Mike McDaniel in town. I signed. Tyreek Hill gets traded for the same day. Like, we have a lot going on in Miami. We jump out the gate. We're 3-0. We're playing fast. We're winning. We're scoring a lot of points. All those great things. My second year, we really feel strongly about the team. Like, feel like the roster is loaded. We're ready to go compete for a championship. Let's get in the playoffs. And we have a great run. We started off the season great. Ended up not finishing well at all. And that rolled off into being one and done in the playoffs, losing to the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. My third year was a roller coaster. It was not a good time. I don't like roller coasters. I'm big and I'm old. Don't like roller coasters. Last year was that. It was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of uncertainty. We had Tua out of the lineup for a long time. We had a lot of confrontation and just friction throughout, whether it's the locker room or the building or just and not anything that's like groundbreaking, but it was enough. It was enough to not allow the Miami Dolphins 2024 team to do what we had set out to do. So I've been around three different teams, and they all had three different paths. And last year being an anomaly to me, last year being the outlier to me, last year's feel, last year's camaraderie and chemistry never got there. So it's not a surprise the year turned out as it did. It brings back to the narrative. Is this the same Dolphins that get some hype going, get the people going, or is this a different tune? I was there for 2 days. This feels different. This feels different to me in a few ways. Tua, for one, him being a leader, undoubtedly the leader of the Miami Dolphins, and the way that he's locked in, the focus, the conversation throughout the building, peeping my head into as I'm walking past, just looking in different meeting rooms. Guys are in there in the meeting rooms hanging out, watching what happened in practice, watching the walkthrough. It just seemed like the focus is real. It's serious. This is something that this may be a little inside information right here, more insight for me and why you are tuned into the set. Team meeting Saturday. Dolphins probably don't want me to mention this, but okay, we here live at the set. Team meeting Saturday. Mike McDaniel was. I looked at practice. I saw a lot of back and forth. I saw offense doing good things. I saw defense doing good things. Mike McDaniel in the team meeting room spoke on the flow of practice, but he challenged a few guys in front of the team and a few guys that has had success throughout the camp. I haven't been there. So I'm hearing Mike talk in his team meeting room, and he's saying how we want to make sure that we approach every day with maximum intention. And not for one play will we allow your technique not to be 100%. Not for one play will we allow your effort not to be 100%. Not for one. And that was like damn. It was 2,000 degrees out there. So a young guy that the play is going right and he doesn't step with the right foot right away, that could easily be overshadowed. That could easily be like, all right, he'll fix it next time. Mike micro focus on all the details and like just on a normal training camp practice. That level of detail and expectation, I think bodes well for late season matchups for December, January football. I believe so. I believe that, and no matter who it is either, you know what I mean? Like that was the dope part about that team meeting. Mike showed highlights, he showed technique, like, all right, you made this play 2 plays ago, but then third down, this happened. No, I need to see it. We need to see every time the proper technique, the right mindset, the right intention. That's fire. That's fire. Another thing I think that's being overshadowed for the Miami Dolphins in this year's 2025 campaign, we cannot minimize. Well, I think you guys will be able to notice the impact of Robert Prince. So you guys don't know who. So some of you guys who don't know who Robert Prince is, he's the wide receivers coach. I think you'll see his impact really, really fast. I think it'll be very clear his impact and the standard that he's holding his best players to. He on their ass. Reek, Waddle, he's not going for nothing. I'm talking about like it's great to see. It's refreshing to see, and the great part about it is like they respond so well to it. Reek, Waddle respond so well to in the evening walkthrough. They're catching passes, contested passes. He's slapping their hands down. Like in the evening walkthrough, we getting ready to go. They're getting ready to go home. You've been in the building already for 12 hours, going on 14 hours, and he still got Reek over there catching passes. Waddle catching passes. Like Malik over there just nonstop while special teams going on. They're working. Robert Prince, his addition to the team should not be overshadowed. That standard, that expectation from the best players on the roster, that's going to bode well for the Miami Dolphins. So everything that I'm saying right now, before I move on to the next topic, everything that I'm saying right now doesn't guarantee the Dolphins anything. I'm not here saying that the Miami Dolphins are the favorite to come out of the AFC. I'm not saying that they're the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I think my early favorite for AFC champion is Baltimore Ravens. I'm picking the Ravens before the season start. I think they'll be able to have enough to come out of the AFC. That's just my football perspective as an expert. I'm looking at rosters. I'm looking at what I'm looking at. I think the Ravens are the favorite on the AFC side. NFC, I'm picking Detroit. I like Detroit in the NFC to come out of that conference. So everything that I'm saying about these guys' approach and how they're going about their business and their work is not guaranteeing anything. I'm not predicting a record, nothing. All I'm saying is, to me, what I've seen in those 2 days, I've seen people focus on the right things. I've seen expectations and standards being held high, regardless of how long you've been doing it. I've seen the intent and the mindset of improvement. Like everybody's looking to get better, and they feel like everybody's there for the right reasons. And those ingredients do equate to success. Not like I say, not necessarily predicting a record or playoffs or conference championship, Super Bowl. I'm not saying that at all. It comes down to a lot of factors. It comes down to turnover differential at the end of the year. It comes down to who's healthy at the right moments. It does. Like all these things play a factor, but I know you don't have success without these things. That's a fact. That's the proven part. You don't have playoffs, conference championships, Super Bowl appearances without these ingredients. Dolphins have these starting ingredients to now start to build. And all right, now let's see, can the Dolphins win these big games against playoff teams? Let's see, can the Dolphins go up to Buffalo late in the season? Let's see, can Dolphins go to Baltimore late in the season and pull out a big win? That's what the focus will have to start to shift to, because I believe the foundation is getting them to the point where they can have those conversations this year. Who's showing the most growth? Smack in the middle of training camp, getting ready to go. First preseason games will be coming up pretty soon. Who's showing the most growth? Over my 2 days live, and then going back and watching the film of these padded practices, I saw a lot of great things from a lot of great young players. Well, let me rephrase. I saw a lot of great things from a lot of young players. Can't call people good or great yet. It has to be proven. But I saw a lot of things that get you excited. technique, fundamentals. I will even go so far to use the word domination from some guys that I noted shown the most growth. I'll start with one, Patrick Paul. I was thoroughly impressed, little brother. Thoroughly impressed with what you're doing on that football field. The work that you've put in over this year plus so far, I appreciate. I respect. You are doing the right things right, and you're doing them over and over and over and over and over. And that's what creates success, repetition. Doing the right things right over and over, that's what creates the success, especially in our position at left tackle and being on the offensive line. Patrick Paul has shown tremendous growth. Still things to clean up in his technique. He's shown growth in that. He's shown growth in not having a rep be as clean as he wants, or losing a rep and then fixing it the next play, not fixing it 3 plays later, fixing it. He's showing growth in responding to negatives. He is. I'm impressed. You still got a long way to go, Pat. You do, but you are on the right path. Keep going. Chop Robinson. I saw growth. The get off is consistent. It's consistently explosive. It's an F1 get off. It's different. Chop, Micah, Von Miller, probably Trey Hendrickson. Consistently, like, first step, you better not be late, or I got you. Seeing that from him. I'm seeing him set that edge in the run game. Storm Duck. I am a fan. Young Storm Duck, I'm a fan. I will go so far to say Storm Duck is not only a starter, but will be a starter in this league for years to come. I will say that about Storm. He's professional. And as an undrafted rookie last year, and then this going into a second year, I have a lot of excitement about Storm Duck. And the reason why, this is what I would say about Storm. The reason I'm so excited about Storm, he's not the fastest, he's not the biggest, he's not the most athletic. He's the most competitive on the field. He is. He lines up when Reek goes up there for one-on-ones. Storm Duck will run from the other side of the field. I want that matchup. And I'm here to lock you up. When Waddle goes, Storm Duck running, I want to see them too. That's who Storm going against in one-on-ones. I want to see them. He want to see Reek and Waddle. I mean, some other people might get a rep, but he want the top. You know what I mean? I love it because he can easily duck off towards the back, undrafted. The expectations. Man, he want to smoke. He lining up. I'm a Storm Duck fan. Cool name too, bro. Kenneth Grant. I saw your draft position. Dolphins need you to play this year. They need you to be ready this year. This is not a red shirt. You don't get the red shirt. You need to be ready to play this year. I saw your draft position. I saw you make plays. I saw your power in the passing game. I think you'll start off the year as a better rusher than people think that you would be. I saw twitchiness. Jordan Phillips as well. I saw that from him too. But from Kenneth Grant, you have to be ready this year. I think you're doing everything to be ready this year because you have to play a lot of snaps. Cam Good. I love to see this from Cam Good because I've seen you battle through injuries and at terrible times, at the worst times. Jalen Phillips being down, Bradley Chubb being down, and it's so much opportunity there for you to play and other people to get a chance to play, to get reps, and then you go out for the year. It's tough. So I've seen what your mental's built of and how you've responded, but it was great to see you back at practice and active. Mixie, a force setting edge in the run game. Uh, just a really smart player, very high IQ player. So Cam Good, you are another one that I've seen the most growth from. One of my absolute favorite guys around the NFL, Andrew Meyer. Andrew Meyer is an NFL starter. He is not starting for the Miami Dolphins because of one Aaron Brewer. Brew is a Pro Bowl All-Pro center. Andrew Meyer is a starting center and will be in the NFL 10 years. 10 years. He is not big. He's not like you don't look at him and see like that's a unit right there. Andrew Meyer looks like a scientist, but he can play football at a very, very high level. Malik Washington, you made it the right stuff. He's doing what he needs to do, and he's really trying to lock down that wide receiver 3 spot. He is really doing his part to lock down that wide receiver 3 spot. I'm gonna go to a guy, and this should be the last guy I talk about that's showing growth. Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon's he's a big running back, built like one of these pass rushers now. Long arms, like he's a big running back. I saw explosive plays out of Ollie Gordon every day, not every day, every period. Every period he was breaking through the line of scrimmage, second level, getting to the third level. Every period. I don't know what that's saying yet. I don't know. I don't know if he's seeing things differently and he's creating these explosive every time. But every period, Ollie Gordon was breaking through, getting to the second and third level. I saw him drop his shoulder, which is what the Dolphins want him to do. They need him to do, especially in short yardage goal line. And another thing I would say about Ollie Gordon is his teammates like him. He's like a guy that everyone collectively roots for. I'm not sure I haven't been around, so I'm not sure what he's done to kind of garner that response from his team, but they like him. Everybody they're rooting for him. I was standing on the sideline and I had a long conversation with Darren Waller. And oddly enough, it's my first time meeting Waller. First time meeting Darren Waller in person. We have songs together. We got songs on Madden 24. We did Crowd Control. We did that with Interscope. Collab with Interscope and NFL. Super dope project. Go listen to that. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that. Crowd Control. T-Stead. Yeah. But talking to Darren Waller for a good while on the sideline. And his situation is trying to get his feet back underneath him, being away from the game for a little while, trying to understand a brand new offense, a new world of offense. The way that things are seen and done is different. And it takes time. And he's unpacking and he's working to get back on the field as soon as possible. But during this conversation with D Wall, he talked about he loves it again, the game, like he's having fun, and he hasn't even played yet. He hasn't practiced yet. And so like while we're talking and a player happened, like Ollie Gordon break through, and in the middle of the conversation, D Wall like, yeah, let's go, Ollie, let's, you know what I mean? He's so another player happened, a receiver catcher, yeah, there we go. Every time the offense made a play, like he couldn't help himself but to react. Like he's super locked in and excited about getting a chance to play with this offense. He see the weapons on the outside, but here's an interesting note, and there's some insight. This is why you tune into the set with T-Stead. So this is his words, not mine. So all these people that feel like I be showing favoritism, this is Darren Waller's words. We're on the sideline talking during practice on Saturday. And he talked about quarterback play. And he was saying how Derek Carr has been the best quarterback, the best passer that he's played with. And he said, Tua is different. Tua, this is something different that Tua's doing. Like seeing Tua throw with anticipation, seeing the way he's seeing the defense and where he's placing the ball, what looks to be a very catchable ball. This is Darren Waller's words. These are not mine. He said, I cannot wait to see what this is going to be like. So Waller hasn't been able to line up yet. He's, like I say, he's getting his legs back under him. Their Dolphins are, taking time with that process. He's excited to work with number one. So his words, not mine. He talked about how Derek Carr has been the best passer that he's had so far, and this is another class. I'm excited for Darren Waller to get into that offense with the speedsters that he has, that we have on the outside. I'm gonna try to refrain from saying we, so I don't think it's bias around this joint. But with the speedsters on the outside, Reek Waddle, Malik Washington, Devon Achane in the backfield, Jalen Wright in the backfield, all those. Tua hasn't had the stature of player and the catch radius that Darren Waller brings to an offense that we all saw with the Raiders. And Jonnu Smith was incredible. Jonnu Smith, what he did after the catch, what Jonnu did with the ball in his hands is special, elite stuff. Like Jonnu, George Kittle, probably the only two that really, ball in hand like that. But just streaking down the field and catch radius and jump ball, Tua hasn't had that threat on the field. He hasn't had that option on the field. And man, if we can get that, we can get this to see that. As a football fan, I'm excited. As a fan of the game, I'm excited to see an accurate quarterback with anticipation and ball placement play with the guy who his aerial awareness, his spatial awareness is incredible, and his catch radius is incredible. And I'll leave it at that. I'm not even gonna make comparisons. After that, I am gonna make comparisons because the last time I saw that, I saw Drew Brees and Jimmy Graham. I'm not saying Tua and Darren Waller is going to be Jimmy Graham and Drew Brees. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about the type of passer and the type of receiver. That's it. An accurate passer, a ball placement passer with a guy with a huge catch radius, long arms, and know how to high point passes. It's been a while since I saw that type of connection. Moving along, I talked about the growth of all these guys, right? And who stood out. And I mentioned Patrick Paul and Chop Robinson, and I mentioned a lot of these young guys. And news broke yesterday of some money that was made, some money that was earned, went to this guy by the name of Zach Sieler. Zach Sieler signed a 3-year, $67+ million extension yesterday. And when I say Zach Sieler is, I was there. I was at practice 2 days. Zach Sieler dominated. He dominated practice both days. He's in the back. He was in the backfield way too many times. Sacks, breaking up screen plays, just tackles for loss. Zach Sieler dominated. Zach, this is how strongly I feel about Zach Sieler. Zach is one of the best defensive players in the NFL. Not defensive linemen, not the tackles, not best on the Dolphins. Zach is one of the best in the NFL. He does everything. Everything. He plays the run game at the highest level. He rushes the passer at the highest level. He frees up teammates. He takes on double teams at the highest level. He's the best penetrator for line games and line stunts at the highest level. His awareness and IQ to read fake sets for screen passes and trick plays, he does that at the highest level. He's durable. He's in there every game. Zach Sieler does this football shit at a very high level. He's one of the best defensive players across the sport, all positions. So you see a deal like Zach get done, you don't really retweet it. Re-exit. Is that a requote? How do they say that now? You don't necessarily have to retweet it. You don't have to share, repost it on Instagram. You don't have to do anything extra. When you see Zach Sieler's contract come across your screen, all you do is, that's it. You nod your head. Yep. Let's get on to something else. Something that's harder in the world. Because that's it. You don't combat it. The production's there, the teammates there, the style of play, the what he does for everyone else and how he makes the defense better, makes his team better. You see his new money and you keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. What positions need more? That's a spot that I'll sit for a second. What positions need more? Offensive tackle. I would say that. And not because of the departure of the most handsome left tackle in NFL history. Let me chill. But no, not because of me and my retirement. Patrick Paul is doing great things at left tackle. Austin Jackson, unfortunately, got rolled up at one of the practices that I was at, and he's down to miss some time. Not exactly sure how much, but he's down to miss some time. So him not being in there, that's reps, a lot of reps with the ones too. That's open, and it's open right now for Larry Borum, and I like Larry a lot. We worked throughout those days I was there. Some things on the technique that, like, small little details and nuances that he can only get from somebody that just finished playing, like that just did this shit a few months ago. Kind of, where I'm looking with my eyes and, hand placement, those things. And I think just small little tips and touch points really resonated with him. And that Saturday practice was fire from Larry. Fire. It was great work going against Chop, Jalen Phillips, Chubb. He was locked down. So, like Larry Borum a lot, Keon Smith. I'm a huge advocate for Keon Smith. I've seen his growth and development now in his 4th year in the league has been incredible. He's coming back from ACL surgery. He's playing strong. They've been having him at guard. Keon is more a tackle to me, in my opinion. He's more a tackle. And since AJ went down, Keon kicked back outside. Keon's set is fire. His timing and his hand placement is getting better and better. I really do like Keon Smith out there at tackle opposed to guard. And if he's able to continue to get his legs under him and get his rhythm right and his rush right, will be a huge huge depth piece for the Dolphins. But I still think right now in camp, they should bring in another tackle or two. Ryan Hayes is working as well, playing both tackles, still growing, still learning, getting more and more comfortable with his set and where he wants to be, if he wants to attack more or sit back. So he's still working out those kinks. And but I would like to see another tackle come in, and I know they just had a signing today, Fetty, and he's had about 90 starts so far in the NFL. So a very experienced player, a veteran player that will bring some great wisdom and technique and all those good things. And he's been successful in the league. So it's great to see that signing. And cornerback is no secret. That corner position, like all the positions I've seen throughout my time at Dolphins camp, man, I feel like tackle and corner were the two positions where the Dolphins look thin right now. And I know every team's going through injuries. Losing Cater Kohu for the year, it hurts. It hurts. I spoke about it on my X, man, that on my Twitter. That X stuff tripping. I spoke about it on my Twitter with Cater being out for the year and how tough that is for the Dolphins, because everything that he brings, man, he's a fierce competitor, a dog on the outside. He's consistent. You know what you're gonna get from him. Comes up and come up and tackle like a linebacker. He does. So losing him, Cam Smith, he hasn't been able to practice recently. I'm not exactly sure what's the issue or the reason, but I know that they have high hopes and high expectations for Cam. I really hope he's able to get in there and show what he can do consistently every day. I got faith in him. I got faith in Cam. I would love to see him to get out there and hold down a corner spot, make it his own, but it's still to be seen. It's still to be seen. So I don't know if he's making that happen or what the situation is, but the corner spot is a bit thin to me. We have Storm Duck, Jack Jones, which was a great signing in my opinion. His experience, his ability to make plays. You want playmakers out there, and he has the ability to make plays. Got a lot of interceptions for touchdowns. Mike Hilton, a lot of experience in the nickel. But it's still a young group at corner, and Ethan Bonner is another name that's been getting a lot of reps, and he has shown some great things. Very fast on the outside. He's cleaning up his technique, so he will be in that mix too to battle for that corner spot. And Kendall Sheffield as well. He's getting a lot of reps, first team reps as well too, to see. But I think the Dolphins will make another signing. I do. Maybe even trade. But I know it's a couple corners out there left that have a lot of experience and that can come right in and be a 1 or 2 corner. I'm a fan of Russell Douglas personally, just as a guy that watches a lot of football. I like the way that he plays the game and his level of production. But you never know when there's so many teams dealing with injuries to the outside, to the corner spot. It makes it hard to see who's going to be available and where. You know, some teams can be loaded in one spot and able to make a move and kind of improve another position group. But I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a spike across the league in injuries right now. But I would say for the corner position, and as we're talking about corner, for the Dolphins defense, I don't want us to overshadow Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Dolphins lose Jalen Ramsey, lose future Hall of Famer Jalen Ramsey, played corner historically throughout his career at a very high level. And they bring in a guy, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's all-pro safety, who has been incredible throughout his career. And the way that he fixed issues, his foresight, like the work that Minkah does pre-snap, I think what makes him the most different and difficult. The interception that Tua threw in practice, his first interception of training camp so far, that's not a bad read, a dumb throw. That's the other side making a play. Like Minkah is supposed to be in the red zone. Minkah is supposed to be in the middle of the field, kind of covering the back of the end zone. he not only starts in the back of the end zone, but at the snap, he like just based off alignment, he see Tyreek in the slot. Just based off alignment, he goes and jumps a route like he's not even supposed to. Like I don't know the play call, but you don't see the safety. You see if you see anybody jump like a flat route in the red zone, it's a corner, or maybe even the DN to jump up and get the ball. But you don't see a safety go jump a flat route outside the receiver and take it for say like that's an all-pro play. That's a special play. So I think that for the Dolphins defense, I still would like to see another corner acquisition. But I would say this: dominant pass rush fix a lot of issues. Dominant pass rush fixes a lot of issues. Chop Robinson, Jalen Phillips, Zach Sieler, Bradley Chubb. Those four guys can line up and affect passers. A lot of the back end depth problems that we see or we talk about won't exist or will be minimized. Dominant pass rush fix a lot of issues. If you can win with 4 consistently and you can have 7 cover, those teams historically year after year are the top pass defending teams in the NFL. If you can rush with 4, defend with 7, year after year, those teams finish top in the NFL in pass defense. And they have a chance to do that with those 4 guys. They got some other rotational pieces too, but with those 4 guys, they have a chance to do that. They do. Jay Brooks, T. Dodd, they look like a real force. They do. It's early, man. I don't want it to sound like I'm here just singing the Dolphins' praises. That's not my job. My job is to report what I see, how I feel, what I think. I think that they have a lot of really good players over there on both sides of the ball. I think that they're focused on the right things. I think that their intention is in the right spot. I think that they're cooking with the right ingredients. And I'm optimistic. After being down there at training camp for 2 short days, watching the film over after I left, I'm optimistic. I am. Not guaranteeing anything, not predicting the record, but I like where the Miami Dolphins are. I do. I really do. This game comes down to the trenches. And I left. I'm gone. Isaiah Wynn, he's gone. We got a new look. Miami Dolphins O-line. Patrick Paul, Jonas. I really do. I really, 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 really like everything that this young man is made of. Like how he goes about his day is fire to me. He's young. He's really young, but he's a professional, and he's going through growing pains. He's finding pass protection from Zach Sieler, Kenneth Grant. Their length is causing early problems and one-on-ones. It's been different in team period, which is what you want to see. But in one-on-ones, they have been able to attack him and get pushed. He's strong, so he's able to like slowly walk back. But as he continued to evolve and work his technique, not giving up his chest real early, knocking hands down, all those things that he has to learn and go through. But he's made up of the right things. So Pat, Paul, and Jonas on that left side, man, it's an exciting young group that can be together for a very long time and can grow to be dominant. Aaron Brewer in the middle, James Daniels, right guard, Austin Jackson on the right side. So a lot of experience on that right side. They've had a lot of success individually. Together, I'm excited to see those 2 guys work together. But that unit of 5, I have a lot of faith in. I really do believe in that unit of 5. I do. I feel strongly about those guys. And on the defensive side in the trenches, Chubb Robinson, Zach Sieler, Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb. Those guys, when they get in there, 4-man pass rush, they can pin their ears back and create havoc, raise hell. Dolphins got a chance. They do. They got a chance every Sunday. They got a chance. And like I say, from the very beginning, Tua is, he looks sharp, man. He's locked in. He's yeah, I see a big year from Lil Bro, from the Oos. I do. I see a big year, man. I'm praying for his success and his health as he prepares, and he's preparing at an elite level. And that's what I like to see. Like, you know what I mean? It's that daily progression. Can you attack it every day? Because it's hard. It's hard to do. It's 2,000 degrees in Miami while they're at practice. 2,000. 2,000. I didn't move. I didn't make no quick movements. And I still was like, oh, I had to take a knee during practice. I'm not even practicing. It's 2,000 degrees. So what I'm saying is you have built-in excuses to like take this play off, take this day off. I'm not saying that. That's fire to me. I appreciate that from our best players. So Tua, Reek, Waddle, like I appreciate them in the way that they're going about their business. And they're not doing it for my to say that for my appreciation. No, this is what they do as professionals, as leaders. This is what they do, and it's going to be. Listen, man, get ready for this ride. All right, let me get a fan question before I get out of here. I appreciate you guys joining the live too. We're jumping tonight. We are jumping. We are jumping. Let me get some fan questions in here. I had one actually. Let me see. Austin, that question I sent you earlier. Okay, here we go. He said, do you see, the question was from DMark23 on, there we go. Oh, shout out hey, Austin, I see you, boy. Yeah. Okay. You look, y'all know I'm new to this YouTube stuff. So like seeing this shit on the screen, that's fire to me. That's hard. All right. DMark23 said, do you see a hungrier mentality and more attention to detail this camp? DMark, I do. And I hope you're here watching the live. I do see a hungry team. I see a hungry head coach. I see a hungry head coach who's attacking the day with the mindset of perfection. Strive for perfection. Nothing that's just like not obtainable, but having the right intent on every day and every play. I see a hungry head coach, and that mentality, I see that trickling down and bleeding into the players as well. Like I see everybody locked in on the right things. Walkthrough was super engaging. A lot of communication and walkthrough. It was on the offensive side. I didn't watch the defensive walkthrough, but getting in the huddle, call plays, get out the huddle, everybody lined up quick. No, not many repeats, restarts. Like, yes, DMark. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing right now. All right, you great people. Before we leave the set, I will end it with a would you rather question. Couple weeks ago, I did a would you rather that was matter of fact, I want to do the same question. We have a lot of people here right now, so I want to see how, I know it's a lot of Dolphins fans in here right now as we're talking Dolphins, so I want to see how my Dolphins fans, my Dolphins people, the Dolphins, all of them, I want to see what you guys think, how you think All right. So the would you rather question for you guys. Would you rather get pushed over in a porta potty at a festival or take one hit of crack? Yeah, that's the question. That's what I want to know. I need to know who's in this chat. I need to know what type of people that I have here so I know how we move forward. This is going to tell me a lot. Okay. So the question is, would you rather get pushed over in a porta potty? Somebody come knock that joint over in the porta potty at Coachella or Jazz Festival. Would you rather get pushed over in a porta potty or take one hit of crack? What y'all doing? Let me know. I need to know what type of listeners and viewers I have in this place, because it might change the show. So I need to know. All right, I'm seeing porta potty. Okay, all right. So far, I only see 2 potential crackheads and a lot of shitty people, though. I see that. I see a lot of man. Y'all are nasty. This is crazy. Oh man. Say past this stem. Yeah. No, look, I can't. Hey, Jameson Pitts, get help. Talking about let me do both. That ain't even part of the equation. You don't gotta do both. I'm gone. What's his name? Jameson, you ruined it. I'm out. I want to do both. Jameson Pitts. Disgusting. Go wash your hands, Jameson. Wherever you are in this world, go wash your hands. What's wrong with you? I'll do both. Man, that is crazy. Okay. I appreciate you guys coming and join the set with T-Stead. Be on the lookout, man, as I'm getting ready to launch my first season on this side of the game. Mondays, reactions, breakdowns, talking matchups, O-line, D-line, who's performing best on the offensive line, who's performing best on the defensive line, giving a lot of recognition to those big guys. And I have a huge collaboration with a big football figure. And I won't announce that yet, who I'll be collabing with and, be partnering with for the entire 2025 season. So Mondays, be ready for that show on the set with T-Stead. Thursdays, the set we will be doing my podcast every Thursday night. I'm locking down the time. I will let all you guys know. So please like, share, comment, subscribe. Be ready for every Thursday. I'll have a lot of guests on from active players, football, NFL, NBA, artists, entrepreneurs, just all different industries, all different walks of life. And we'll get very insightful, informative conversations, the real, no hot takes, no BS, man. So every Monday, every Thursday, the set with T-Stead. Come vibe with me, man. Let's have fun. Let's talk the game and life and whatever else. Say no to drugs. T-Stead, I'm out. Yeah.